Welcome back to the channel, folks. Good to see you. We're preparing to go for a little ride and possibly have a little natter as well. Regarding motorcycles and generally how things are going in the country, how it's affecting us all and so on. Okay, see you in a minute or two. And here we are, enjoying the ride. Well, we're having a nice ride and the weather's not bad and you're just relaxing. I tend to reflect on what's been going on, and I'm amused by some of bikers, motorcyclists that say, you know, are they too old to be biking at their age? And I'm talking about people in their 50s, for God's sake. You know, you could have another half a century in front of you. These days people are living a lot longer and being a lot more active than they were years ago. And as I say, here people are 50s and 60s. I mean, that's ridiculous. In my mid-60s I was going across the Alps, and well, I'm still on a bike now, as you can see. I'm not the most healthiest of individuals, and most of you probably know that I'm just coming up to my 80th. I will be in the summer. And yeah, if you can manage, if you're fit enough, get out there, enjoy it, because you can spend a long time looking back wishing that you had done things that you would have liked to have done. So why don't you go out there and do it? That's what I say. Just go out there and do it. And it can take us some time to pick and choose what you consider to be the right bike, the right circumstances and everything to go with it. And as you can see, I've picked the Himalayan 411. Yes, I admit I'm old-fashioned. I like this bike because it's old technology, it's what I understand, and I can work on it. In fact, most people can work on it because of that. I don't like having something that you can't work on. Much like the car that I have, that you open the bonnet and you think, oh my God, you can't get to anything and you can't do anything without it going into a garage. But that's the way things are going now. So, as I say, get out there and do it. And talking about doing it, we're thinking of, in the summer, to go over to the Pyrenees. That's what we would like to do anyway. If you follow YouTube and you're interested in motorcycles, you may be following username Kate. She's lucky enough to be lent lots of bikes by different manufacturers that she can road test, and she's going off to the Pyrenees with a couple of other girlfriends, and that should be quite a nice videos to watch coming up. We haven't decided completely as yet how we would approach this, whether or not we go across by ferry to Santander, which is across the Bay of Biscay. Don't fancy that. If the weather's not too bad, it'll probably be okay. The other thing is going from Portsmouth across to Le Havre and then riding our way down through France from there. Or we take the longer route still, Dover, Calais, and riding right the way through France to the Pyrenees. So if you have any thoughts on that, or you have done it, then please say so in the comments. I'd be only too pleased to hear from you and what your experiences were. Yeah, that would be great. As I say, it's no good looking back and wishing you'd done it. You've got to go and do it. So we're keeping our fingers crossed that nothing happens to us in between that time. You know my age. My wife Julia is a few years younger than me, and it doesn't faze her, the thought of doing this. I mean, we'll take our time. We will have to take our time because we wouldn't be up to doing long distances now, so it'd be a case we have to break the journey up. Also, neither of us feel that we're up to, and neither of us would want to go camping, so it would be a case of getting some lodgings on the way, and what kind of accommodation. So again, if you have any thoughts on that, or you've experienced it, it'd be great to hear from you. So that's another one of the things that hopefully will be ongoing. Now, I've always liked older bikes, vintage bikes, and I'm not new to Royal Enfields, as you can see. Plus, there's a nice little pamphlet that I have here that's 1954, and then we go on to something modern with the V-Strom, which was a nice little bike, very comfortable, very smooth. Yeah, so I've had one or two bikes in my time and thoroughly enjoyed them. I'm now getting to grips with the Himalayan and finding out all the little foibles that go with any bike. Doesn't matter how modern it is or whatever, they all have their foibles. And the Himalayan certainly has a few, but not all bad. I'm pleased with the ride, or say we are pleased with the ride, and of course it's good on fuel. It's yeah, it does us nicely, and I'm now getting to grips with the sat-nav, which I had a bit of a problem trying to set up, but once you know what you're doing, it works extremely well. So that's something that's going to be used, and we're happy with. I'm trying to think of other things now on the bike. Of course, when we got the bike, it had the pannier frames, and we've put the panniers on. I would have liked the metal ones, but they cost an arm and a leg. Plastic ones that we got, the Givey ones, will do us for now. We've got to get a top box, which will be coming. And what else is there? There's not much. Oh yes, and the other interesting thing, possibly, was when we got the bike, it had handlebar risers, and these were the ones that were set back slightly as well, so it lifted and moved you back as well in your position. And I'd ridden Himalayans 411s, but not with handlebar risers, and I was very pleased with the way they handled and so forth. I found a difference in the handling because of the risers, and I was not feeling as comfortable manoeuvring, and I realised that that's what it was. It was the handlebar risers. So having taken them off, I also have a video of myself manoeuvring as well with the bike, and I thought, my God, you look very uncomfortable doing that, and I realised that I wasn't too comfortable at all. So the handlebar risers have gone. So we're back to the standard now, and that's feel a lot more in control doing that. I wonder if anybody else has had similar experiences with that. If so, as I say, let me know in the comments. Right, I think we'll wrap this up now before I twitter on for too long. Anyway, thanks for watching, much appreciated. If you can, give us a thumbs up and the usual. If you haven't, please subscribe, help keep the channel going, and hopefully see you all on the next one. So cheers for now, catch you next time, bye.